Hello and welcome to my channel, my beautiful Leos. This is for anybody with a Leo placement, preferably Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, but any placement will do because you have that Leo energy, that royalty, that regal. So I'm going to do something a little different. I did my first Cancerian reading. If any of you have Cancer placements and want to check that out, you can. It'll be uploaded soon. If not, this is for you here. And I was trying not to give it a time frame because our time doesn't work the same outside of this reality. For those of you that understand that we're living in this realm, past, present, and future, and everything has its set timeline. But outside of here, or what some consider to be the fourth dimension, everything is happening at the same time, simultaneously, past, present, and future. It does not exist from when we're not in this perspective, in this box of flesh. That's just something maybe that was important to some of yous out there. So if that resonates, please like, subscribe, thumbs up, comment, share, whatever insight. And I am an intuitive reader. I am not someone who has studied the cards for decades and all that other stuff. No, I am a spiritual person and I have gifts that Spirit has allowed me to use. I'm intuitive, naturally, always have been. And I could read people and read some things. I have dreams and visions. So any of you that are curious of my credentials, there it is. Whoop, there it is. So if you want to click off, you can. But we do have an amazing message for you this evening. And I thank you for checking me out. So I'm doing differently than I did for the Cancer because I just feel like somebody out there needs an angel message. I'm using the angelic light work here, the healing oracle, helping the collective in general heal. For my last message, I was using the Moonology, and that was what I used for my Cancerian reading. But for you guys, I just feel led for healing, right? Because you guys are so much, you move with the heart, and everything that you do, it's from the heart, and you guys love hard, and you also get hurt often, just like a Cancerian, but you guys are just a different breed, right? You guys behave a different way, and you resonate with the sun. And I'm not going to continue talking. I'm going to just allow Spirit. Thank you, Spirit and angels and Most High. Please allow the right messages to come through for the collective Leo. Cross watchers too, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Gold. This gold here, royalty. So some of you know for a fact that you come from royalty, and any placement of Leo gives you that regalness. So you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, thank you guys for being here on Full Moon Tarot, which is Luna Llena. In Spanish to English, it's full moon. My Venus is in Leo. I don't know if I said that already, but I don't want to repeat myself. But thank you guys. My Sun is in Cancer. My Rising is Virgo. Wowzers. We want one message. One, and if you have two, then so be it. But we would prefer one, Spirit. We want a clear message. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to take the top one. Oh my gosh. This card is gorgeous. Seems like this is, it's going to be great. Whoa. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you, and I'm going to get the book here. Thank you, angels and spirit guides. Into freedom. $71. Sorry guys, I'm here just looking up the page for you all. The book is quite extensive. And here it is, my loves, okay? I'm gonna read it off the video right here so that you can hear me. I hope that you can hear me here. All right, I'll get closer. Recognizing, okay, let's repeat that. Into freedom, the number 12. The number 12 may resonate, or 1 plus 2 is 3. Some of you may have the life path number 3, or 12 is important to you all. So I'm going to go in and start this again. I'm sure you can see it from there, so you can help yourselves and pause and read it on your own if you'd like. But recognizing toxic or abusive behaviors within ourselves and our relationships put us in a position of power. The capacity for healing, transformation, and freedom from tyranny or despair begins with acknowledgement. Breaking free from abusive relationships or situations require you to trust and love yourself enough to know that you don't deserve nor need to accept behavior that does not honor your innate worth as a human being. If toxic relationships are all you have known, you may worry there is nothing else for you. As you grow and heal into inner freedom, you will realize there are many souls capable of loving and being loved by you in healthy, healing, and mutually affirming ways. Wow. These are different prayers that they give you. I'm not going to dive into the prayers, but if you guys feel led to and you have the time, go check out the Cancer reading that is going to be uploaded tonight. It's crazy because we were talking about bad relationships, but this is more specific. So you may be a Cancer Leo cusper. You may be dealing with someone with either Cancer or Leo placement. So, I mean, it may resonate. There might be messages for you there. So you may want to check it out. But this is incredible, right? Because there were a lot of swords in the other message. And look at this. If toxic relationships are all you have known, you may worry there is nothing else for you. And on that note, we're going to dive in. I hope that this message is clear. And that you all know that you are loved by spirit. Period. Like, I don't know, I just felt the urge to share that. You guys are loved. Male, female, you all are loved. And I need to make sure that you know that even if your parents didn't show you the love and affection and attention that you needed, if you basically were a black sheep and you did things on your own and you didn't have that support system, and maybe that led you down addictive paths or seeking that love and validation in someone else, and then those other people were abusive emotionally, physically, mentally. I just want you to know that it's not your fault and it's okay. Forgive yourself for anything you feel bad about, and also know that it is safe for you to love yourself and to heal. It's time for you to heal. You are not what your upbringing was. You are not who those people that hurt you say you were or are. You are worthy of love. You are beautiful and handsome, and you are special. And I'm not just saying that because I just know Spirit has put it on my heart to share that with you, collective. And those of you that this resonates, please just let me know. If you want, put a heart below, thumbs up it, like, subscribe, share, whatever. But really, ultimately, even if you don't do any of that stuff, just know that Spirit loves you. I love you, and that's why I'm here doing this, because I heard the cry, if you will. So I'm gonna move this over, but you see this shape here is like a heart. I'm gonna bring it closer, but it's the heart. And you guys are led by the heart, and you see how there's like a shadow of a person at the bottom. And that love that you have goes up and out to the atmosphere, to the heavenly realms, everywhere. You guys are special. And I'm not saying that just because this is a Leo video, but you guys are special. And anybody who has any Leo in placement, and even if you don't have Leo but you resonate with Leo energy, then so be it. If you feel like a lioness. All right, I'm gonna move this out the way off camera, or to the side. You can still see it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much for the collective. And I'm just getting the chills, man. The electricity when Spirit is with us, just vibrating on high. Because I love you. Because I love you. Some of you, that song, freestyle. Freestyle is resonating for y'all. I don't read reversals. I'm an intuitive reader, so I will not be giving you guys turn by turn like the GPS. There are plenty of readers out there. You can check them out. If I'm not your cup of tea, I won't get offended. Be blessed. All right, Spirit, give us some clear messages for our Leos. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we've got cards flying out. Queen of Swords, the Tower, Ace of Swords, 10 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Let's clarify, excuse me, Spirit. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Okay, let's slow your roll. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords, Spirit. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords, please. All right, 8 of Pentacles. Justice. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. I know usually we don't do that. I don't know if it's 6 of Pentacles. Let's try that again. Let's clarify Ace of Wands. Five of Wands. Should I take all of these? King of Pentacles. 8 of Swords. Yeah, you guys definitely should check out the Cancer reading. The cards are starting to look alike. Starting to look alike. And again, intuitive. Sometimes I'll tell you what the cards are, what signs are resonate with it, and whatever. And sometimes I won't. And I don't want you to hate me for that. Let's clarify. Eight of Pentacles. Because I'm going to then step back. Once all my cards are out, I'm going to step back and process. Wait. You. Eights. Number 8 is resonating for me. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. There's fives too. We got 16 that turns into a 7. 10 of Wands is 1. Justice 11 is 2. Death and Rebirth is 14. Let's clarify, Spirit, the Eight of Swords. Holy crap-a-moly. I don't know. Ten of Cups. I don't read reversals, so we're gonna... Okay, that was meant to come out. And this guy was trying to come out. Okay, we've got a lot of the same cards that came out for the last reading. So again, feel free to do what you want to do. We're going to do bottom of the deck. 7 of Pentacles. Because I love you. No, 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 no. All right. Give me a minute. All right. A lot of contemplation. A lot of thoughts. You've been thinking about so much overall. And like we mentioned before, there's childhood wounds here. Things that you accepted because you thought it was normal. But now you're looking out and you realize that that shit wasn't normal. You ask coworkers and friends and new people you meet, this is what I experienced, and you're like, wait, that shit ain't normal. Or you're also connecting with people that also can relate to what you've experienced. And when you've come to terms with the fact that that shit wasn't normal, you had a tower moment. Your reality and everything got flipped upside down. It was almost like a light bulb went off in your head. And you realize that there was more to you than the story that you were told, that you've been told, and the story that you wrote in your own mind. You've decided to take all of that, pack your bags, so to speak, and move on. Move forward. Excuse me. I'm exhausted. And some of you are super exhausted because you're up all the time. You're in your head. You're contemplating. You're thinking, going around and around and around. What's what? What's real? What's not real? Some of you have been confused. Very confused. Some of you even have reached out for help, therapy, counseling, psychics, readings. That's why you're here. I'm trying to figure out what's what. What's the truth? With so much that has happened in the last 3 years, some of you even have questioned, where are we headed as a collective? Where are we going? What's happening? You know, recently we've got these Chinese balloons supposedly We have these chemical spills in different parts of the US. If you're not from the US, I'm sure you've experienced some interesting things in your part of the world. Um, but we've been enduring a lot of strange things. So there's an uncertainty everywhere where you can tell that you're just looking at everything like, what in the world is going on? Some of yous even are like, are any of these people going to receive justice for the things they've done to me? From childhood to adulthood. Any of those people who hurt you, some of yous are asking, does karma really exist? Does God exist? Do people really get punished for the things that they've done to you and to others collectively? Yes, my loves. Karma is a real thing. Justice is a real thing. Balancing the scales is a real thing. It must be. That is the way this reality functions. And we may not always see karma work, but it does happen. I'm seeing karma being lived out in living color. And so there's King of Pentacles here. For some of you, it could be a person who has come into your life. It could be an older man or woman. It's energy, but in this King of Pentacles energy, that is going to come take care of you and help you. Could be a mentor, could be a father, a grandfather, someone new, someone you've already known. Or you're remembering things that you learn from a King of Pentacles. Someone that was successful and had their finances in order and just a wise soul, an owl, if you will. And you're going to use this wisdom and this stuff that you've learned from this wise person. And you're going to begin to heal. You're going to transform. Excuse me, God bless. Death and rebirth. Scorpio energy, but not important, specifically water energy, more water, emotions flowing. Not only emotions flowing, but spiritual downloads too. Some of you are getting downloads from the ether, the ethereal realms, and using it to manifest. The Seven of Pentacles is not the manifestation, but you see in the imagery, he's planted seeds, and underground, he's done a lot of work. He's sowed a lot of seeds, and now he's able to see it come to fruition because he's doing the work. He's literally putting his hands in the earth, planting the seed, and then you see it's almost like with his healing hands, almost like chi. Some of you are going to be doing Reiki, and you are going to be healing by touching people or going over people above them, and you're going to be helping heal. Some of you are going to be farming and gardening, and anything you touch literally is going to grow. But the tower had to crumble and tumble, and this was the affliction and the mental prison and battle that you were in. Battle with a lover, there's two different complexions there, so it also is yin yang to me. Energetically, we have justice, balance, yin yang. Upside down, if we look at the justice upside down, that's the shadow part. That's the other side, the balancing, yin yang. So you're learning how to bring balance to your life within yourself, death and rebirth. You're understanding the cycles of life, that we constantly have to die to our own ego and our own flesh in order to continue growing and healing and maturing, and in order to see your stuff come to fruition. The Nine of Pentacles, you've got the Queen of Wands. In this imagery you see she's got something in her hand. It's almost like she started a fire, and she's got fire all around her. She's surrounded, but she's making fire happen instantly in the palm of her hands. It's almost like these two here. Look at this. What he's doing here, what she's doing, even though this is fire, but that energy, you're able to manifest things. You're wielding. You're almost like the magician. So this year of 2023 per se, even though time is different outside of this dimension and reality, currently this year is a year of 7, and this year, from what the others are saying, this is the year that what you believe is what you will actually manifest. So it is important to shine a light on what you think and to heal these thoughts that you have, the negative and the toxic beliefs and lies that you were told and that you tell yourself. And don't be deceived by just any old person that comes like a knight in shining armor coming to rescue you. You have to rescue you. Don't depend on someone else to bring you happiness. You have to provide yourself with that happiness. You will be able to heal and repair, and you will be able to find a true lover if love is what you seek, a happy ever after. But in order to have all this life, death, rebirth, tower, justice, healing, pentacles, having the material gains that you desire, having the earth, and being able to wield the things that you desire, you have to make a conscious decision. Make up your mind that you deserve that you no longer want to live in that toxic state of mind. Some of you have addictions. Leos have an addictive personality just like Scorpio. And this is not a jab. This is just a reality. There's a lot of Leos that I know, Leo sons for the most part, that have gambling issues, alcoholism, sex addictions, just addictions in general. You become obsessive. You almost have this Scorpio-ness within you, that the Scorpios have hidden obsessions. And I know Scorpios that have abused drugs too in the past. And this is not a stereotyping, but because many of you come here for understanding and everything, look at your birth chart. Look at the things that are there. Know thyself so that you can heal thyself. If you have an addiction to gambling, drugs, men, women, shopping, food, anything that is done in excess becomes an addiction. It becomes who you worship. It becomes your God, so to speak. So it is important that you're careful, that you continue to be balanced, yin yang, light, dark, light, whatever. Balance is important because you didn't have it growing up. Everything was an extreme, either this way or that way. We don't want to deal with this child anymore. Let's give them everything that they need, or let's neglect the child. You never had the balance in the home or the upbringing that you needed, so there was just this off balance. It wasn't right. So now Spirit is providing justice because you're doing the work. You're going within yourself. You're pulling out all these things that you used to believe. Stop with the stressing and the thinking and overthinking, and oh my God. Some of you might be seeing birds all around you, blackbirds. Birds are messengers. Know that spirit is always trying to talk to you through your angels, through your ancestors, your passed out loved ones. Just be still and give yourself the quiet time necessary to receive the messages. Sometimes you're going to receive it in a dream, and some people will say, hey, but I don't remember my dreams. Well, before you go to bed, ask spirit, I would like to dream this evening, and I would like to remember my dreams. And keep asking every single night before bed. And because if you don't get it right away, you can get it. But you have to believe it, because half the battle is to believe that you can do something, and you plant that little seed and then it becomes a reality. I don't want this to be super long. It's already a little longer than I anticipated, but I wanted to really get to the root of this and let you know that if you do the work, if you uproot those things from your past, even a past life, if you're unaware of it in this life, a past life, there are karmic ties, there are things that are stopping you from reaching your potential, your fulfillment in this life. And it's not for you to give up, it's for you to keep going and knowing that you can make anything you want happen if you believe and you do the work. And I'm sorry for those of you that were in hard relationships, abusive homes, children neglected, or just given things. But look, remember, you've got the whole world in your hand. And I know some of you don't think about the world, but there's geometry. Some of you need to study ancient geometry, gematria. Not geometry, but also gematria. Some of you need to look up The Alchemist. There's some other ancient books, the Ancient Tablets of Thoth or Thoth. For some clarity, for some insight. Green, your heart chakra needs to be reactivated or healed. Got to do some healing of that heart chakra. Now, this is for the first time you guys have been here, right? I do 3 questions. 1, 2, 3. I pick a card. You're asking spirit questions that you want to know about, and I'm going to pull the card, and your answers to your questions are going to be answered through these cards. So question 1, 2, and 3. Sometimes I do a bonus one, but right now I'm only feeling led to do the 3. So angels, spirit guides, give us answers to the questions. Okay, these flew out already. Okay, question number 1. We've got all 3 here. Holy crap. All right, so I'm gonna just spin them upside down. They flew out, and I'm just gonna let it be. Spirit, answer to question number 1. Collective, Leo Collective, have you asked your first question? You can pause the video if you want to, but the answer to your first question is let go. Wow. Same thing as the last reading. And I shuffled the heck out of these things. Let go. Let go and let God. Ask for help from others. Actually, this one was from my collective reading, to let go. Ask for help from others. That's, again, we said that in the beginning. And question number 3, if you believe. What did I just say to you guys? You're going to be able to manifest the things that you want if you believe. And you have what looks like the Star of David, which is also as above, so below, which is male, female, which is also bringing from the heavens down to the earth. So if you believe that you can, you will manifest what you want. And there's also green here. Green is the heart chakra. So in a loving manner, Leo, green is your number, is your color. Green is your heart chakra. It is you. Center your heart. Do things with love and believe that it can happen. That faith of a mustard seed. It is a tiny little bit, but these are the answers to your questions, my love. 1, 2, and 3. I pray, and look, this here has to do with this is like almost like the double helix kind of sort of looks like, almost like the DNA. Let go of past life issues too. And don't forget to ask people for help. Because I know Leos want to do things on their own. They want to do for everybody, and they forget that they need help too. And even Virgos. I know there's some Virgos out there that you have Leo placements and you're listening to this, but you got some kind of Virgo in you. Stop doing things on your own. Stop over analyzing and being in your head, constantly in your head. Know that when you continue in your head, you're sabotaging, self-sabotaging. And that's my dog snoring in the back. But let's remember what we read already in the beginning. Recognizing toxic or abusive behaviors within ourselves and our relationships puts us in a position of power. So recognizing it is the beginning so that you can heal. It says the capacity for healing, transportation, and freedom from tyranny and despair begins with acknowledgement. Breaking free from abusive relationships or situations require you to trust, believe. Trust is another word for believing. And to love yourself enough to know that you don't deserve nor need to accept behavior that does not honor your innate worth as a human being. This has to do with loving yourself. At the end here, it says, as you grow and heal into inner freedom, you will realize there are many souls capable of loving and being loved by you in healthy, healing, and mutually affirming ways, my loves. Believe it, believe it, believe it. And I will leave you on that note. Thank you so much for listening, and be well. Good night.